Hey, Mr. Antony Blinken. May I ask you one question? You have a nice community, so-called NATO. And you have friends. The Germans. Like all the German chancellors in the past. But let me ask you one question. The first question is, why are you supporting German Nazis? Let me ask you that question. You still shaking hands with German politicians. Me, as German citizen, actually born long time ago, Germany. When I say the German politician, they never stopped being Nazis. You know that? You don't know that. But what is the reason why I make few movies and films? To ask you that question. Why are you supporting that German country and welcome them in the United Nations as well as a member of the European community and of course as a member? Or is Germany your parking place for the big enemy? Yes. I say, yes, Germany got employed people, very dirty, ugly Nazi rats, and they work for the government. I met these Nazis in November '87 already. The first time I met those Nazis. This is a department like now in front of the case against the Bidens and against Trump, where the president asked, let's say a Nazi who wanna pick up some dirt of a person who perhaps have or got ambitions to start a political career, things like that. Is it a business owner? And the government want to know things about that person? Yes, that government, when I mentioned in November '87, that time we had a German chancellor Mr. Kohl. Yes. And we had a foreign minister, Mr. Genscher. And we had the defense minister. The defense minister were from the SPD, Mr. Manfred Wörner. And during his time as defense minister, I noticed that there exists a computer engineer who built up a wireless connection, and that Nazi, he used software programs. I don't know if those software programs were actually developed by Germany, by Great Britain or America. I don't know. But that Nazi behind his computer, he got the permission by the German government to do so. And that Nazi, he executed a software program. The artists around the world, or one of the artists, mention or name that software program Matrix. A lot of people know about Matrix. I don't know how you call a software program or a system which runs the computer, like Microsoft. That system program. Yes, the German Nazis, they have access to a software program which are able to find, to sniff things inside human brain cells. And those Nazis use the software program to program the hidden or the outfounded cell structure inside human brains. And then they program them. Yes. And they sniff around inside the brain cells. Like when you go in bed and you are sleeping and you dream about anything, a natural dream. Each person got dreams, natural dreams. And those Nazis behind the computer connected to different cell structures inside human brain cells. Yes, when you as a victim have your natural dreams, those Nazi rats can see your natural dream on a computer desktop, on a screen. Yes, they calculate where is the dreaming cell region. Yes, and they collect that. Yes, and then those Nazi rats can send in that dreaming cells in the night movies and films, those Nazi rats programmed by themselves. Isn't that a kind of torture? if somebody do so with your brain, Mr. Blinken? I mean the difference between a politician who has stuff, who have the opportunity and are delighted to do so, and doing this actually. Yes, such ugly Nazis German country got. This is the first video. Yes, and let me tell you about the region where those computer Nazi rats are used to torture in. You stay a lot of time in front of a camera, in front of a microphone. Yes, take that for instance. That Nazi in front of his computer, connected to the brain cell, got a microphone, and with that microphone, that Nazi rat talks inside your listening cells. Isn't that the next point of very, very heavy torture? And let me say another point. That Nazi rat in 1997 he had already access to the seeing cells, and that time I had a girlfriend and we were traveling from Düsseldorf, from North Rhine-Westphalia, to visiting friends, musician, artist family. And we visiting them in Rotterdam. That time, that Nazi rat were burning my teeth away. Yes, that computer Nazi rat build a connection and climb through the nerves inside the teeth. And he pointed out, yes, he pointed out in the teeth, and then he pumped up the electricity, and that ugly Nazi, he burned the teeth away. Yes, perhaps you understand why I hate that German Nazi country. Remember, that was 1997. I went to Rotterdam and I was sitting in the living room. My girlfriend, she were helping in the kitchen, preparing the lunch, and I just sit in the living room. And in that living room there was a balloon, a red balloon on the ground. And I only noticed that the balloon were on the ground. And then something started. I saw that precisely that balloon, which I recognized laying on the ground, were lifting high, goes up in the air and went direction to the balcony door. And I jump up, left my chair, and try to catch the balloon before it went outside to the balcony on the street. And then when I reach the balcony door, I notice anything strange, because if I move farther, there's the balcony goes down on the street. I don't know, 10 meters down or something. And then I went back to the chair, and the balloon were on the same place like it was. So it means that computer Nazi, right? He taped out of the seeing cell that balloon, program the movie, and stimulate that movie inside the seeing cells that Nazi country can see through human eyes. You tolerate that? What would you do if a Nazi were doing things like that with you as human being? And you shake hands with German politicians, where those German Nazi rats, God-employed people who do so, working for the inside minister, working for the defense minister. And there's another thing with those Nazi rats behind their military computer system doing. Yes, those German Nazis working on genetic weapons. Oh, you understand what that means? Genetic weapon. I mean, it's not torturing you by speaking inside your listening cells. It's not torturing you, programming films and movies and stimulate them inside your dreaming cells. No, it's not torture you. See everything you see on a computer desk. No, it's still not genetic weapon. Yes, this is only torture. Yes. They also, particularly the last 2 years, they torture. I didn't count precisely how many times they torture. Sending movies and pictures inside the seeing cells. Yes. For torture like that, I like to kill them all, including the Nazi politician who allowed them to do so, and never care about human, how they feel when a country, a Nazi country, doing things like that. And anyhow, perhaps you protect the German Nazis because they're working together in the defense industry. They're working together in the Secret Service. And I know, through investigation I met. The first embedded computer chip was a patented computer chip brought on the market by the electronic company IBM. And that computer chip were first time set in prisoners in the end of the 70s, inside American prisoners. That was end of the 70s. And you have the IIC, the Information Integration Center. Yes, where you also have soldiers embedded with computer chips. Things like that. One of the American Air Force bases running things like that. The Wright-Patterson Air Force Base in Ohio. There that technique exists. In Germany, those Nazi rats say, no, you mental sick. Things like that does not exist. Because that Nazi country, they put and place embedded RFID chip, computer chip, secretly inside the body. Yes. They never ask. And then, those computer Nazi rats, they're doing things like that. And when you go to the police, when you ask a prosecutor for help, you want to find out precisely who kept you awake till you go in coma, or who torture you inside your teeth and burn your teeth away. What is that? Can you imagine how ugly those Nazi rats really are from their inside? Don't you agree that those Nazi rats doesn't deserve to live anymore? Because they're killing humans. I mean, when they made the decision in 1993 to have access to the listening cells, they use a film, a movie, which they transfer inside the dreaming cells by night. That was a movie, a virtual reality, yes? And the movies just started like that inside the dreaming cells. I was under a railway bridge with my son on my knees. And then the train was coming. And the train, the volume, were louder and louder and louder. So I was forced to close the eyes to protect the ears of my son. And I did that. And after that, I took the head of my son between my legs because I can't stand the noise anymore. I got to protect my own ears. So I took his head between my legs to try to protect him from the noise which were there. And by that way, those Nazi rats, they find out all the different frequency in the listening cells. And that dream, that was in 1993, there those Nazi rats had made a decision to talk, to build a connection to the listening cells. And that happened, yes. In February 1996, those Nazi rats start using the microphone connection to the listening cell. And those Nazi rats are also going on under Nazi trolls. You know what he said? Oh, I heard you are a dealer. Yes. by mention things like that, he gives the permission to the inside minister. Hey, that's a dealer, yeah, and he hates me because I hate the Social Democratic Party, because those Nazi rats are programming humans, and that Chancellor Scholz, he knows about that, and he's dead. Can you imagine that? Those Nazi rats who build up the connection under the time Mr. Volker Rühr, a Christian Democrat, in 1996, in February, when they have access to the listening cells. I mean, they had it before, but that time they use it until today. And they don't care, those Nazi rats. Not the Nazi rats in the computer, behind the computer. I talk about dirty politicians, the croco politicians who are responsible for things like that. Yes, and between torture, like keeping you awake 3 days, 3 nights, 4 days, 4 nights, or 1996, until coma, 7 days and 7 nights. Why those Nazi rats are doing this? Yes, 1996. That dirty Nazi country, plus the employed people inside the human brain cells, they don't want any kind of publicity. They don't want that anyone outside the politics knows about their toolbox connected to human brain cells. And their slavery, day and night, because those Nazi rats win movies out of the seeing cells. You never have any kind of access. And then the other Nazi rats from the inside minister, they want to push you in the corner. Whereas they say, rather you left, or rather you right. No. They just made a decision to destroy and kill humans using computer technology. That's simple. Because they don't have the right to do so. Every court I want to go back because I mentioned those Nazi rats. It's not responsible for torture, not responsible that your memory cells losing a lot of things. Also crimes which those Nazi rats did in the past. They're also forgotten things. Yes, they create demands because of their presency, because of their electronic presency inside the seeing cells, inside the thinking cells, inside the smelling cells, inside the listening cells. Yes, inside the sleeping cells. Yes. And can you imagine now, can you understand why those Nazi rats keep you awake? And they start in 1993, 3 days, 3 nights, 4 days, 4 nights, 1996, into coma, 2005, till a heart attack arrived, that time, In the meantime, between 1996 and 2005, torture non-stop, day and night. Huh? Yes. When I had that heart attack, I lay down for a half year. I couldn't do anything. I was unable to walk. It took me 6 months. But that fucking Nazi who kept me awake 5 days and 5 nights, and then the heart attack arrived. Yes, I wish those Nazis death sentence by legal way. And this is torture. Awful, ugly, sadistic, like Nazis are. Like soldiers are. And they have a new tool. A computer connected to human brain cells. If you watch the media, a lot of things are there, but only talk about medical research or something, helping paralyzed people, helping demented people, helping Parkinson, things like that. But those Nazi rats, who taping your life out of the seeing cells, who torture you with tapes out of the seeing cells inside the dreaming cells, and the torture, keeping awake. You know why? Because I lost my work. They keep me awake. I couldn't go to work anymore. It means you don't work. You don't have income. It's going down and down and down and down until the lowest level the government own. Yes, Social Security. And with Social Security, you are shit. You don't have enough to eat. You don't have enough to travel. You never have any kind of money to pay a lawyer who fight against those Nazi rats. And that was the point. That's why they made the decision. Yes? And when they made the decision, they made the decision in 1993, but was already since 1987 inside the dreaming cells, perhaps the thinking cells, the listening cells, sniffing around in conversation, sniffing around in the things you're thinking, and then seeing through your eyes. And of course, you go to the police, you ask the police for help, but the prosecutor didn't fit through that. He closed the case, and you apply against closing that case, and the next prosecutor, he closed the case, and the next prosecutor, he closed the case, and the highest prosecutor, he closed the case, and the Constitution Court say you're mentally sick. Yes, that's Nazi Germany, and you support those Nazi rats. And the lab, yes, where those people are working, yes, this is a laboratory, a genetic laboratory, where those Nazi rats working on biological weapons and genetic weapons. And I don't know how many employed people are this Nazi country got, where they can program humans, and each computer expert got a brain and capture and hostage and kidnap the entire life. I don't know how many they had educated in the CIA or in the NSA or in the military, Secret Service. Yes, things like that. There's no investigation. There's no news, no media who go in that corner. Where are those Nazi rats? Where is that military lab from where they're working? And when I say genetic Nazis, working on genetic, yes, you know, hating humans like me. Of course I do. Look at that. At the tongue, the corner of the tongue. Yes. The Nazi rat, he did this. He just stimulates something on the tongue. It's growing. Yes. And it's there. And this is the Nazi rat I want to kill. Yes. He's the head of the staff. Yes. Working on genetic weapons. That Nazi. And he did more crimes like that. He also castrating men. Yes, twice, I know that. When I was present, he just make a computer castration. He love his power, yes. And Germany got such sick Nazis as employed people. Can you imagine that? And you support the German Nazis? You don't investigate? You made a decision, okay, it's an inside story, it's up to you, Germany, what you're doing with your own citizen. But when the Germany and the Nazis, of the inside minister, of the justice minister, play things like that secretly inside the body, aren't they able to spread it also in hospitals? Yes. Those Nazis, they were preparing a second line, a second digital line, and again to human brain cells, and again to my brain cells. Yes, that Nazi country succeed to place two embedded chips inside my body. Yes, and another connection. It's not a military genetic lab. It's a Nazi inside Minister Kohl and his computer Nazi rats that were placed in '88 in Düsseldorf when they cut the left ear. So there they put, the Nazi country put the second one inside. The first one was 84, 85 as a man who sit in a prison. Yes.